my goodness. So this is part 2 about the attack on the 1776 Restoration Movement. I adjusted the phone. It either overheated or I hit something on it and ended the first stream. So this is part 2. Waiting for everybody to hop back on. Oh my gosh, Claire. Can you believe that? I turned the phone to look at that car was on fire. It was. I pray that everybody was out. It would look like it was the engine had caught on fire, but it also had a spray paint on the side saying LA in yellow. It was like, I know, it kind of teared me up. It's just like with everything that happened, HT Raz, oh my goodness. Thank you. It was a vehicle on the other side of the highway on 50 heading east near Bowie, Maryland. The engine was on fire and it looked like another vehicle had stopped, so, but it had spray painted on the side LA. No, it looked like a wagon of some kind, you know, like a small SUV wagon maybe. Oh my goodness. But honestly, I got teared up because it just, I don't know if y'all heard me or not before I cut this stream by accident, or it overheated, I don't know which. But I got teared up because it, honest to goodness, it feels like we're in a war zone. The United States of America does not feel safe to me like it once did, you know? I mean, yeah, we've always had our stuff, but that stuff I've dealt with, you know? I on a regular, but this is all new, and it's starting to feel like a third world country to me. It's like, and I'm not laughing because it's funny, it's just like, it's just unbelievable. It really feels unbelievable in many ways. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get the phone cool. What, why, is there a gray van on fire somewhere too? It seemed like it was white. Could have been a light gray, I don't know. Yeah, it does seem surreal, doesn't it, Mary? Oh my gosh. It really does. I'm going to see if I can find the Wyckoffs and maybe we'll go to the zoo or a waterfall, because I think I'd be surprised if anything went down during the day beyond the yelling back and forth if the people showed up again. But after what they pulled last night, I'd be amazed at their stupidity if they show up again. Or it wasn't them if they show up again. I don't know. But their stupidity is overwhelming as it is, so they probably will show up again. Hard to believe all the evil. It does. It hurts, doesn't it, Sancia? Oh my gosh. Yes, they need to be arrested. I agree. Claire doesn't leave the farm unless she has to. I don't blame you, honey. You got everything you need right there. Drove by during the meeting or right before, right, Mary? No, I'm not in DC yet. That was on 50 East where that vehicle was, the engine was burning. The whole front end of it. Pretty weird. We didn't pull anything. So Brett, you said we, so I guess I'm assuming you're with Squirrel and, or maybe you're the Ant-Man, Adam Ant people. It wouldn't even have to be pepper spray. If somebody put pepper spray on someone, let's say it was Gatorade, but it's still assault. It's still assault. You know, so Brett, if you were a part of that, it's evil, it's wrong. It was traumatizing, unsettling, disgusting. I 100% do not condone violence, threat of violence, or any kind of assault whatsoever. What don't you understand about peaceful protest is why you're not a part of this group, the 1776 Restoration Movement. You are part of the problem and not part of the solution, Brett, if you were a part of that last night. You are the problem. He's a mod for them, then I guess you condone what they're doing. But just by what your statements that you put on here, you condone what they're doing. And I'm letting you know that's wrong, it's evil. I can't understand why you would be a part of that, why you would think it was okay, and how in the world you could possibly think it's not assault. Because it most certainly is. Max Smith, I caution you though, because you're assuming that the entire group supports January 6th. There are some people who were at January 6th, not many, but a couple, and they come and go. But to assume that the entire movement supports January 6th is a false statement and a wrong assumption, I guess I should say. It's a wrong assumption, because that is absolutely not true, and I've heard it myself. Santa does not condone the violence and wants no part of violence. And there's a lot about January 6th that we don't know about, but I did meet the mother of the woman who was shot and killed by the police, and she came out to the People's Convoy in Sacramento, California, at the Sacramento Raceway, and was handing out flyers, and it was devastating to me to hear her story. And to hear the things that she found out about her daughter's death that did not need to happen. Brett, you were saying, apparently, I can't go back, I'm driving, but apparently you were stating that it was not assault. That what happened to 1776 Restoration Movement was not an attack, and that it was not assault. What do you call what happened to Dustin? What in the world do you call what happened to Dustin? Yeah, this is serious, and it's not funny, and there's no LOLs appropriate today, Brett, concerning what happened this morning, early this morning. Absolutely, HD Raz, absolutely it was. And the truth always does come out, Southern Gal, absolutely. Oh, look, Southern Gals represent. Glad you're here. Right, Sean? I understand that. Smith, I told you that I met her mother, and her mother's experience was devastating to me. What her mother has been experiencing has been devastating. It was just absolutely devastating hearing her story. It really was. And her story about her daughter, it was really, really sad. It's not my story to tell, so I can't tell it, but she does have websites if you want to check it out. It's Ashley's mother, who I met.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on US 50 West.
Okay, I can't keep up with the chat. Just so you know, I'm not trying to ignore anybody.
Keep left to stay on US 50 West.
Ooh.
Continue on US 50 West for 2 miles.
It's hard to believe that we have like these terrorists, these internal terrorist groups, you know. It's just like, and it's just a lack of protection, it feels like, from our government. And I don't know, I mean, anything I say, someone's going to attack it, so it's like sometimes it's better for me just to be quiet, but you know, I have my opinions about things too.
In a quarter mile, use the right 3 lanes to turn slightly right onto New York Avenue Northeast.
I use my voice. I mean, no one's going to silence me. But I just, today, the where I am is just disturbed and disgusted. And
use the right 3 lanes to turn slightly right onto New York Avenue Northeast.
After this attack on Destin, you are pissed off. One pissed off
Continue
American.
on New York Avenue Northeast for 2 miles.
Gator girl, 15 gators. I understand. I do, because you know I try not to curse either, and sometimes. Now which way it's taking me? It wants me to go to Florida Avenue? Oh my goodness. Oh. Y'all want to go to the zoo or something? I'm telling you. It's too sad. I did not know Golden Chariot had any charges. Hey Bruce, I haven't had a chance to tell Santa you said hello.
There's a slowdown ahead.
And Captain Kurt, you're right. It is an attack on America, and it always is. When there's this kind of violence, I think that any violence from one group to another within our country is an attack on America. I do believe that. It goes against the values and morals that the good ones that I believe this country was supposed to have. I'm more upset about this than I realized before I left the house. I guess because I was busy then. Now I'm just driving. But it's been stressful. Knowing for the last 5 months, every time you're around the group, whether it was the TPC or the 1776 Restoration Movement, that you could be harmed. And now it's come to fruition. There have been so many other incidences where it could have gone so terribly wrong. But that's why I don't stay at Bunker Hill. That's why I don't stay with 1776 on the mall. Because I had my... That's why I haven't been. I never say never, you know. Who knows, something may prompt me to change my mind, you know. I would pray that it would only be God. But, yes, absolutely, Bruce. Thanks, Gloria, for putting up Dustin's channel. Oh my gosh, Linda Lou, I did. I had some chocolate mint ice cream from Turkey Hill, which is my favorite right now. And I watched John Wayne movie. That was really good. It was a World War II movie. And it had Henry Fonda. Had a whole lot of big stars in it. It was really good. Thank you, Linda Lou. Oh my gosh. Peace. Yes, peace. Hey, be kind. So, there was an assault on the 1776 Restoration Movement.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Florida Avenue Northeast.
With a chemical described as pepper spray, and they vandalized signs and some other things, and sprayed or dropped it into Dustin's vehicle.
Turn right onto Florida Avenue Northeast.
And he had to go to the ER with his puppy. If they're gonna let me over or not. Here comes the ambulance. Ammonia, oh my gosh, that is so scary, Linda Lou. True grits. Oh, I love good creamy grits. Once every few months you have a little something, right, Bruce? Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. I've been borderline type 2, and I'm not helping the situation at all. I have been, you know, I have to, and this is serious, I have to pray and ask for God's forgiveness for seeking comfort in food when He's all the comfort that I need. You know, it's been a battle for most of my life, I can tell you, concerning food. Please, please, please. Oh, thank you. This little car's gonna let me in. That's so nice. What is it? Cocoa wheats. Hey, Uncle Deuce. Praying it's not sweltering where you are. Although, unfortunately, I have a funny feeling it probably is.
Continue on Florida Avenue Northeast for 1 mile.
His insurance said they will total out his vehicle. I mean, if that doesn't let you know how damaging what they did, I'm just grateful it didn't total him out. Dustin's my buddy. It's just very upsetting. Oh my gosh. It totaled out his vehicle, and he and his puppy were in there. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Before Freedom. They're doing all right, Bruce. Thank God it wasn't worse than what it was for them, you know? Have courage and strength. Yes, I didn't get the whole message, but thank you. And he didn't even have that many clothes, Golden Mom. Like, it's hard for him to find clothes, so... True, Gypsy Lady. It is true, Ellen. It's absolutely spiritual. They are not even realizing how vulnerable they are to even be used like this. I agree. God will prevail. The battle is already won. Yes, Tyrion, that is true. So, Gloria posted up his site. Again, it's The Real Media, and it's REEL. I think this is also part of why it's so upsetting to hear the trolls poo-pooing on everything that we've all been trying to do. From one end of this country to the other. And how much everyone has sacrificed. Me included. And it almost was allowed to fizzle out because people just don't want to come and join something because they'd rather bash it than build it. I'm not looking at the chat right now, I'm sorry. No, I don't believe the sky is falling. Organic vegetables, that'd be so good. Expensive too, but good. Bear spray too, oh my goodness. Nice, be kind. Thank you. That could be, Doc Savage. Absolutely, that could be. That things are not falling apart, they're falling into place. That could be. And the worst was not done, thank God. The roller coaster ride, yes. Stand tall at the mall, yes. Oh, the city bike. Oh, Angela, good call. Yeah, they'll be caught. They will be caught.
In 1,000 feet, continue straight onto Florida Avenue Northwest.
I think we are all in agreement that they will be caught.
Continue straight onto Florida Avenue Northwest.
Prayers. Thank you, Steve. Oh my gosh. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset anybody. It's funny. You don't even realize how upset you are until you start talking about it sometimes, you know? They will find the person or people. Absolutely. Doug Smudge, he came out yesterday. He was at the Marriott Marquis. We chatted for a second. He's a nice man.
Continue for 1 mile.
Dustin said he was going to work on getting it off of the puppy. Right, Mary? Yeah, they won't cover us for anything. I like that one Fox News headline saying that there was a disturbing silence where the protests were concerned, where all protests are concerned, or something like that. I don't want to misquote it, but a disturbing silence for sure, where the news media is not covering. That is why we are streaming. Because mainstream media is not. What is 7 wheat? In the life of Peaches, they hacked you. Oh no, it's not awful. Every great victory is because a great battle has been fought and won. There you go, Norma. Amen. Sanchez. Amen. Put in the note that it's specifically for Dustin. Yeah, Doug is a great guy. Super, super great guy. Very interesting. Yeah, I heard his car was totaled. I mean, that's really what got me crying, because if it totaled out the interior of his car, what a blessing that he is and his puppy are okay. If it did that much damage to his car. For months, I slept in my car, covering the People's Convoy all the way out west and back at Hagerstown, and I would sleep only with my windows to the bottom, right below the bottom, right above the bottom of the wind guards, so that nobody could get their fingers in there and drop anything in the vehicle or not, you know. And sometimes it was not enough airflow, and so on the mall, to be comfortable, people are sleeping with their windows open and putting themselves at risk, and security can't be everywhere at once, and those guys are getting really tired, guys and gals, they're women too, are getting really tired sometimes, you know. And well, I mean, if it was ammonia, it may have eaten through some of the fabric and stuff. I don't know what the interior is like. Hey, Lynn. Just, the 1776 was assaulted last night, and Dustin and his puppy are okay, but it could have been so much worse with the chemical that was put in his car. While he and his puppy were sleeping, he went to the ER with the puppy. They were released because that's his comfort puppy. I forgot what they're called. I said it earlier. And to me, it just brings up.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Florida Avenue Northwest.
Ammonia and Clarks. I mean, that's like awful. It's just awful. And so, they're okay.
Take the
Thank
next
God.
left onto Florida Avenue Northwest.
I think for me, it's just been like all those, the things that run through my mind, you know, and they run through a lot of people's minds. Maybe not everybody's, but a lot, you know, of your safety when, you know,
in 1,000 feet, slight right onto T Street Northwest.
When we were on convoy and staying at the truck stops and the different penal ground, fairgrounds, and all kinds of strange places that you drive up and you're just like, are they going to lock us in and never let us out? I mean, you know, it's been a lot of trust and faith in God. That's what it's been, you know, on this whole journey. You know, right now, more than my safety, it's more about, you know, my financial health and, you know, my financial well-being, I guess. And but it's been a lot of now, I mean, I take a risk every time I go down there because they're a target. Every time I come down here to DC, you know, to be around and cover and support the 1776 restoration movement, because they're a target by these extremists. I don't know what else to call them. These agitators. There you go. Yeah, trail cams. That might not be a bad idea. So for me right now, I'm upset about what's happened to my friends.
Make a slight right onto T Street Northwest.
I'm grateful that it wasn't any worse. But it's also all of those things that have been, you know, running through my mind as possibilities over the last 5 months. You know, something has now wound up happening, and it's unsettling. That's the best word to say. It is an assault, yes. A homeless person sleeping on the sidewalk, it is assault if anyone does anything to harm them. The fact that they are sleeping on the sidewalk is absolutely of no consequence.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Connecticut Avenue
You know,
Northwest.
just to use an example, assault
In
is assault
400
is
feet,
assault.
turn right onto Connecticut Avenue Northwest. Take the next right onto Connecticut Avenue Northwest.
Oh, Wanda, Wanda, Wanda.
Continue on Connecticut Avenue Northwest for 1 mile.
That's a pretty square. Look up there, you guys. Picture van. Oh my gosh. That's it. That's true too, Ellen. Why would anyone want to protest the homeless? I don't understand that statement. This is a pretty bridge. Do you see the lions? And looks very European. That could be very true, Norma. My goodness. Well, I've stayed at the Bunker Hill many nights, and I'm not homeless. There are a lot of people who have homes. They're here, and their families are at their home. Yes, the exposure of the homeless in our cities is terrifying to me. It absolutely is. And I was speaking more of my experience, you know, as a woman, being a part of the People's Convoy and continuing to be of support through the live streaming and showing up for 1776 restoration movement. And the exposure. That's what I was talking about. But yes, there's a homeless woman that's been hanging around the 1776 restoration movement, and I'm so grateful for her that she has that. I was thinking that just yesterday, that I was so grateful that she was hanging around the 1776 restoration movement for that added layer of protection, and then this goes and happens. I was so grateful that she found the group to have some safety protection from the security at night so that she could rest. Whoever did this is so wrong. It's so evil on so many levels. talking about what happened last night. And I guess really the more we're talking about it, the more I'm getting upset. I guess I don't know if I should have started this or not. There's so many things that people don't consider. They either don't want to because they're already dead set on doing wrong, or they can't even consider. Some people lack empathy for others. It's a disorder where they just can't seem to put themselves in other people's shoes. But there's so many layers to this that are so disturbing. Well, I think some people do lack a conscience, y'all. I really do. I dated someone for a long time. I got caught in their sticky web for a very long time that lacked empathy and conscience. There was like two of them inside of one person, you know? And one of them was absolutely terrifying, and the other one was just amazing. And you're like, can we have just one of you? That other nice one? No, actually, this just gave the 1776 more resolve. Santa will renew the, he's working on the papers today, he said, renewing the contract, the permit that it just received. He's already starting the paperwork to extend it. And so, come on, whoever can come, join the 1776 restoration movement and help make a difference, combat this evil that's taking over our country, then come on. It's on bigger than ever, better than ever, stronger than ever, more resolved than ever, I would say after this. That's what it sounds like. I have to turn around, I just don't know where. I'm grateful to be having this conversation with you all right now. I want to be a strength for Dustin and the rest of the group when I do see them in a little while. If I can. Sean, I have my opinions about that too. I do. But I guess too that we have to consider how the world is too. Where is everybody 100% safe without any kind of chance of anything? I guess, you know. But I'm not going to say that they're wrong but I have my opinions too, you know. But I'm not a parent. I'm concerned for their safety and well-being as well as everybody else is. That's a fair statement. I know, Terry, I know. It is amazing. I think for most of us here that so many people are just asleep to it. But they will answer to God one day too. You know, how many people did they step over instead of helping? But not everybody can be front and center too. I know that. So. Signs and dolls. Oh my goodness. She doesn't even know what she's messing with, does she, Sandra? No, I haven't heard back from him yet. I sent out a message a little while ago. Good afternoon, Shanna. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of trolls in here. Butch the dog, you're way off with the Wyckoffs. You're way off track. I've had lengthy discussions where I've listened with and they've told me exactly where they are, and they're not in any different place than I am with a lot of this. So yeah, it's strange, isn't it, Cleveland? Wyckoffs are good people. I like the Wyckoffs a lot. Why were the police not there? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the footage. Maybe now that there's a permit, maybe they're not allowed on that number 13 space. I don't know. Or 30 or whatever it is. Okay, good. Yeah, the Wyckoffs, they bring boy, there's been a lot of ugliness, hasn't there? I think I've just had it with the ugliness. I really have. If anybody's on here and just wants to be ugly, get off. Just get off this. Just get off. Go away. Because I've had enough. No parking. Okay. 4 p.m. to 6:30. How did I get this spot? This is amazing. If they have trolls as mods, they probably don't even realize it. That's my opinion. That's kind of the feeling that I get, you know. So they seem so nice to me and just so sweet. And we had a great time going to the museum the other day, and you know, when I leave out and they're like, where are you, Aunt B? You know, and if they have trolls as mods, they probably don't realize it, is my opinion. I don't know. Dom has a BTM member as a mod. Oh my goodness. He may not realize it either. Right, it doesn't mean that the 17.6 owns it. But that it does change kind of some of the rules, you know. Thank you, Be Kind. That's good, Victoria. That's good to know. Absolutely. Zipper, isn't that something? Unfortunately, they probably will be back. I agree. That's what they said, yeah. So it is unfortunate that this happened last night for so many reasons, right? Let's see if I can give her a little bit more room. Yeah. I think I'm right on the curb, which is good. So 2-hour parking, 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Okay, we're good. Wow. I got parking. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm putting on my mascara after all that. It's time to take a big breath and go see something new, and then go check on our friends at the 1776 Restoration Movement. So y'all remember to hit that like button. Your support is greatly appreciated. For any who care to and want to, you can go to Zelle or buy me a coffee. And the Zelle is glorybees2022@gmail.com, and the buymeacoffee.com/gloryb. There's always 2 E's and B. And I'm so grateful to any who are able to, and it won't harm them, who would like to contribute to keep me and this channel going, so that we can continue to have this platform to come together on and go on adventures and support the 1776 restoration movement as they continue forward. And I can't do it without y'all. Together we can do this. In the real life of Peaches, amen. Satan never wins. We already know the battle's already won, y'all. We already know the battle's already won. God wins. Well, we've heard several things. We've heard ammonia bleach. We've heard now peroxide bleach. We've heard some kind of cinnamon pepper mix. I mean, we've heard all kinds of things. Mercy, not everybody can be there. Not everybody can be there. Absolutely not. And everyone's aware of that. I'm totally aware of that. The support from the subscribers on the live streams is so needed and just so appreciated. And you know, those that can, the financial is direly needed. But also, if you're not able to, if it would be harmful to contribute financially, the prayers and the support, the supportive comments, the encouragement, those have been so amazing. Dehydrogen. God bless you, Sooner Lady. You as well. Oh my gosh, Yancy. Well, flushing it out with water, we know that can be helpful. Can't who stay on my couch, Dove? I don't have a couch. I live in a tiny little, it's kind of like tiny house living. It's a little efficiency cottage. Absolutely it does. And you mix it with other, if you mix like bleach and ammonia, it can cause terrible, terrible respiratory problems. I'm the only one streaming right now. Baking soda, and I've got some in my car, Carol, too. I also have vegetable oil for the pepper sprays. No, they won't, Steve. They got a permit, so they're protected. And the emergency declaration. Amen. Baby oil is better. We had a nurse out in California who her bear spray went off and got her right in the face. I guess she was moving it or something. I don't know. And she was so embarrassed because she was a nurse. And we had just bought. Lisa had just bought vegetable oil that we were going to put into individual bottles just in case it was needed in Sacramento. And or LA. I think it was maybe LA. I can't remember. And so we got the vegetable oil from Lisa, and it gave it. She had tried. She had the only thing she had in her camper was olive oil, which did not work. The vegetable oil worked. It stopped the burning like a lot. And so we decided it was something in the synthetic makeup of vegetable oil, because those are like split molecules. They make that stuff in a lab. Kind of like, you know. So we decided it was something about that seemed to give the relief. Hugs and love to everybody. Oh my goodness, egg whites. Yeah, they did. All right, so hey, Third. I don't know, Golden Mom. The rumor is that the insurance company said they're going to total it, but we don't know. Sandy, I'm not sure. I mean, they can't be everywhere at once. It is a large area. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That could be, yeah, if they were on a bike, it would be very quick. That could be. $20,000 a week, my goodness. Is that right? Made in America? Oh my goodness. I have not seen any footage of it. Yeah, that's true, Doc Savage. We are just speculating on a lot, but our prayers and our hearts are with Dustin and the rest of the group because it's so unsettling. Yeah, I think this has been a sounding board for me, which is, helps me to work through some of my emotions. So I'm grateful. I pray that it was, somewhat therapeutic to anyone else that was here to be able to soundboard. And, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video because I need to get a ticket here to go into where I'm going, and then I'm going to start up a new stream with a new title, which I think you all will like. We're going to balance this out a little bit. So don't forget, God has already won the battle. We're just here doing the footwork. So glory be to God in all things, and I will start this back up in just a few minutes, and we're just going to shift gears. We're going for the balance. God bless you all.